Hello, my dear friend, I wish you wisdom. A while ago, I told you about a book called The Magical Cash Book by Damon Brand, which was an introduction for me to the spirit Nitika, which is not an angel nor a demon, it's just a personification of wealth. This spirit helped me a lot along this period, and I wanted to share with you my experience, what I did, and where it led me to. At first, I worked with this spirit as Damon Brand instructed in his book. I created a cash book, but when I created that cash book, I felt that soon I will use it differently than he instructed. So what I did one day was to do the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. After that, I did the middle pillar ritual. These rituals I did just for safety purposes and for gathering more light energy within my body. The lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram is done for clearing the negative energy from yourself and from the area where you perform the ritual. And the middle pillar is a ritual done that helps you to gather energy from the divine, a very powerful and effective daily ritual that you can perform in order to activate the 5 psychic centers in the body and to bring and to circulate energy from the divine. Okay, so after the middle pillar, I just charged the sigil of Nitika, as I said in my video, Learn Sigil Magic. So I used the same method to charge the sigil of Nitika, and I charged it with the intention to reach the ability to obtain financial freedom, not thinking of a sum of money. And at the end, I closed the entire process by doing again the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. So, I will go a little bit off record because you see, when you approach this subject of magic, you will find many people from which you can learn really valuable information. But you also find people who will just present to you a fantasy story and a bunch of stupid shit full of impressions. Now, the way that I personally view science, for example, is that science is a field that provides answers. But answers usually kill progress. Magic, on the other side, brings in front of you questions which I view as the foundation for growth. When you want to embrace magic, you are not looking for answers. These are just short-term goals. You look for questions, okay? Because questions will direct you towards your expansion. And many people, when they try, for example, to do anything related to magic, they approach this field most of the time looking and expecting to achieve something quick. And they feel that magic is a shortcut, which is not. Now, when we are in the beginning stages, when practicing magic, we will not get much sparks, to be honest. That really powerful experience occurs in the astral world, while being in a trance-like state or in dreams. But to be able to get there, it is required from our part to practice, to observe, and to dedicate our time to this practice. On a daily basis, okay, what a simple ritual can do for you, what magic will do for you, is to give you ideas, the best ideas, okay? And we all know that everything in this world, before becoming a form in the physical plane, first was in one point in time was an idea, and the action is on you to take. So magic will give you access to ideas on how to get this or that, but will not do anything in your place. Will make you see opportunities only if you live in the now moment. So for example, when I decided to charge the Nitika sigil, my intent was to get the ability to reach financial freedom, not a specific sum of money. So in that very day, after some hours, after the entire ritual was over, out of the blue, the opportunity came based on some videos that I found on YouTube that I didn't even search. So the first man that appeared was Reverend Ike, and when I saw his face on a video, I felt this pull to click on that video. And I must mention at this point that when I charged the sigil of Nitika, this image came into my mind, into my imagination, this image of a wealthy woman. And I always tend, when I speak of money or wealth, to think of this woman surrounded by opulence. Okay, so I clicked on the video in which Reverend Ike was speaking. And he was speaking about the fact that in order to really focus better on your spiritual journey, you shouldn't have problems with the survival mode, and you should strive to become better and better, because being in a negative state of mind or being poor, you actually can't help society that much because you struggle to survive, basically. And he also said this: did you know that money is a high-class woman? When I heard that, that was my sign that the sigil worked. And if you saw my video called Self-Mastery, How to Create Your Reality, I said in that video that you have to pay attention to the signs that appear when you work on your manifestations. So this was my sign. And right then and there, I decided that I will create an image to represent Nitika that you can see on the screen right now, because that was the image that I had in my mind when I was thinking of the spirit of wealth. Okay, now that's the way that magic happens. It gives you access to ideas, but you must be in the now moment, and your mind must be empty of thoughts in order to be able to receive and to acknowledge these things, to be able to see these signs. So let me tell you a bit about this man, Reverend Ike. This is a flamboyant minister who preached about the blessings of money and the fact that if you believe that God is in you and you work with this God in you, all the riches in the world will reach you. He said that Saint Paul was wrong, that the root of all evil is not the love of money, but rather the lack of it. This was a message that challenged traditional Christian priests. So, Reverend Ike was a great man who preached that we humans must look within for divine power instead of without. And I agree with that 100%. This man changed my life in a short amount of time just by listening to him in the morning and after I arrived home from work. And in just a week, this man changed my viewpoint of money. So practically, in order to reach the ability for financial freedom, which was my intent, I was shown through Reverend Ike that the first thing that I have to change is my mindset in regards to money. So as I continued to stare at the sigil day by day, as the mindset was fixed, I fixed that problem. Out of nowhere, this channel appeared on my recommended list, which is called Project Life Mastery. So I knew about this channel, but I think that I viewed a video, I believe a year ago, and I forgot completely about this channel. And now here I am watching this man's video who teaches how to make multiple streams of income, how to publish ebooks, and all that crazy stuff, pushing you and guiding you towards radical action. This man, Stefan, who created Project Life Mastery, basically teaches you how to create passive income step by step. So, thanks again, Nitika. The thing that I can't stress enough is that you must be in the present moment and to pay attention to what comes to your mind, into your mind, and to keep a journal, to keep track of your experiences, because this is the only way that they will grow. As you track them, more will come to you, because you are showing that you become more open. And now I will like to share with you just an example, a random example of things that can happen to you when you are in the now moment and when you have an empty mind, no thoughts. So I was reading my comments on one of my videos, and I was being in the now with an empty mind. And I was reading a comment from a viewer who said that he can't visualize women because he sees in the visualization how they break apart. You know who you are. And as I was reading that, because I was in the now moment present, out of nowhere came this image in my mind of a man who has the skin color on the more chocolatey side, something like that. But he was very skinny or thin, or he felt weak when he wrote that comment. And with that image was associated the feeling of weakness or sickness, or I don't know. And as I was getting this feeling, I thought that he saw those girls breaking apart in his visualization because he must be seeing something broken in his mother. Now, I know that this is random, but these are the kinds of images that you will get when you are in the now moment. Is that his skin color? I don't know. Is that the problem that affected his visualization? I don't know. But I record these things as they appear in my journal. And if I get confirmation, great. If not, I keep going. But you will get these things similar to this while reading or while looking at some pictures or interacting with people. As you record these phenomena and you pay attention, more will come, but is a step-by-step process. You have to give yourself time and patience and to really enjoy the process as you discover yourself. I reached the end of the video and I will place in the description down below the channels that I mentioned. Maybe they will help you as they helped me. So I wish you a wonderful day, my friends.